My name is Jenna Miscavige, and my uncle is the leader of Scientology, and I escaped when I was 22. Many of you have asked me, what do Scientologists believe? And I'm going to answer that for you. I grew up believing we were all immortal spiritual beings who inhabit our bodies, and we pick up a new one each time our last body dies. And that as spirits we had become too dependent on and trapped inside our bodies. And that in our native state, we are all powerful godlike beings with superpowers. We can create and destroy anything at will, communicate telepathically, and with Scientology counseling and use of their e-meter, we could address all of the things that we have done bad in the trillions of lifetimes, and all of the bad things that have been done to us. And once we do that, we would return to our native state. In Scientology, we didn't believe in any god. We believed we were the gods, and Scientology would give that to us when we ascended their bridge to total freedom. By completing our counseling levels one by one, you start at the bottom of the chart and you move up slowly. You cannot skip any levels on this chart. In fact, there is a certain level of counseling in Scientology where you are warned that if you find out this information before you've done the previous levels, you will go insane, get sick, and die. So this information is very secretive, and only when you've completed all of the previous levels and received special clearances can you read the text in a high security environment. This level is called the Wall of Fire, and this is where you learn what Scientology really believes. Even though I was in Scientology for half my life, I never actually reached this level, which is pretty common for Scientology staff. I learned about it from South Park after I left Scientology. Even though I was out, I was still really afraid to watch it, but I survived. And it's been verified with hundreds of ex-Scientologists that it's the real deal. My parents confirmed this for me as well, as they had also done this level. This is what you learn. 75 million years ago, an evil galactic warlord named Xenu lured our spirits in on false pretext, froze us into spiritual popsicles, and then dumped us in a volcano. Then we got a bunch of tiny spirits attached to us that whisper intrusive thoughts and take control of our mind, and then we were shot back to Earth. And we now need to detach these lost souls from our bodies in order to move up to the next level. On the surface, it's a little weird, but not especially harmful, but it turns dangerous when you take the belief that we are all spiritual beings to mean that childhood is a fake construct and families don't matter. Or when you twist the idea of innate godlike powers into the practice that children and the elderly are required to work endless hours 7 days a week. Or when bankrupting people or committing credit card fraud is justified by the fact that you believe that you're saving them by getting them to pay for their Scientology levels. And when you cover up child SA because reporting it and involving the authorities would be bad PR for Scientology. It's the extreme fanatical way Scientology organizations are run. That's what makes it dangerous and abusive. And that's just the beginning.